And also and then my second question will be, if you've seen a progression of change over time, do you ever foresee something in the future regarding, let's say 20 years down the road, maybe females and males will have equal opportunities to say something about the marriage, however the parents will still be involved, so it'll be like a modern or postmodern version of arranged marriage?
So this is for the first question?
Basically, women under pressure, suicide. Is there a suicide rate? Like, are women driven to suicide because of the high pressures of being married or being arranged in marriage, like by families, their family?
Sorry, I didn't. Sorry.
Suicide.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, suicide. Okay. Well, as far as I know, yeah, maybe in some cases will happen this case, but in the Islamic boarding school not, because in Islamic boarding school we have, since we was kid, we got the teaching that you have to follow what your parents said and what your teacher said. But maybe for the people outside the pesantren it could be happen, but not in the pesantren, I guess. And maybe that's good idea, post-arranged marriage. This is like this post-structure and post-modernism. I think that maybe the arranged marriage is, the number of arranged marriage maybe will be decreased over time, because right now this maybe for me I already study here and I have kids. Maybe this who my parent when was that when I teach my kids maybe different when my parent teach their kid, because my parents just graduate from elementary school. This different for me, so maybe this different education from the parent will be changed, the differences how they see marriage. Okay, thank you. Yep.
You go first.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I have one question, just regarding your small remark you made during the presentation. You mentioned about the negative consequences of the fact of the arranged marriage, and you mentioned that some women are running away from the husband. My question is, where do they escape to? What are they doing after they escape?
Oh, you're gonna collect the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it was very rich material. I learned a lot from you. I come from eastern part of Indonesia, South Sulawesi, where many people from my ethnic group still practicing ethnic, arranged marriages. It's very interesting for me to hear what you quoted from the Quran about the meaning of mahar, and it struck me that in South Sulawesi, because I think a different interpretation of what mahar is, the parents use mahar as almost like another level of status, a symbol, meaning that if you got 50 million rupiahs for your daughter, she has to be, really hot or something like that. I mean, and it seems to me that in some part of that culture, they would rather have their daughters to be an old maid rather than, sell them below a certain amount of money. I mean, how do you see this? So I guess my suggestion, it would be very interesting for your study if you compare different practices of arranged marriages in Indonesia and how they interpret that mahar influence their practice in their group. Thank you.
So,
So the first question.
Yeah, your question. So, if they get caught, they still have to follow the arranged marriage. I have a friend. She ran away 3 or 2 times, and after they come back, after the parent get cut from her, they still follow the arranged marriage. So this, doesn't have any implication, even she ran away. Oh, for the next question for Kak Yati, Maharia. So who received the mahar? Parent or who using the mahar?
Here is certainly the parents.
The parent. Okay. Well, actually, this is the in Islam. Some scholar have the very strict rule of mahar. Some Islamic scholars said the mahar, the number of mahar is depend on the community. So if the community, maybe in my community, this may be just okay, just maybe 200 rupiah. 200 rupiah is only $20. 20?
200,000.
$200,000.
$20.
$20, yeah, just $20, something like that. This depend on the community. So, but this maybe this different interpretation of mahar. So, if they still follow the Islamic rule, it means that the who receive the mahar is women, the bride. Mahar cannot give for the parent, and who using the mahar is bride, is the women. Well, women can give the mahar for her husband if she allow it, but basically who have the responsibility to using the mahar is women, and who has the right to decide how much they will get the mahar is women. Usually men has to ask the women how much the mahar you want, not the parent. So it means this is different interpretation, but nice to make comparative studies about this case. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, well, time is up.